Greetings and welcome to Fright Night Flix, where every night is Fright Night. Now that I've reviewed all 4 of Ari Aster's films on the channel, it's now time to rank them from weakest to best. None of these films are terrible, each one has qualities I admire, but they're not exactly my personal favourites of all time, either. Still, Aster has made a big impact with 3 horror films and now 1 western, so let's see how my list unfolds.
Then let's get started.
Starting at the bottom in 4th place is Ari Aster's directorial debut, Hereditary. For many people, this is a modern horror masterpiece, but for me, it just doesn't click the same way. Don't get me wrong, it nailed atmosphere, the dread is suffering, and Tony Collette gives a powerhouse performance that honestly should have been nominated for an Oscar. The imagery, like the miniature dollhouses and the chilling seance sequence, is unforgettable. But when it comes to the story itself, I find it a bit too slow moving and at times unnecessarily opaque. The symbolism is fascinating, but it can feel heavy-handed and the ending doesn't quite land for me emotionally. I respect it for setting Aster's career in motion and for pushing horror back into the cultural conversation, but personally, I've never been able to fully connect to it in the way many others have.
Weird.
Next up, we have his latest film and first non-horror project, Eddington. A neo-western set during the COVID pandemic, this one is about political rivalry, corruption and small-town tension. On a technical level, it's gorgeous. Darius Khondji's cinematography is breathtaking, the editing is sharp, especially with the way it incorporates social media, and the score by Bobby Krilic and Daniel Pemberton gives the film a tense, eerie undercut. The problem is the writing. The protagonist, a corrupt sheriff played by Joaquin Phoenix, is deliberately unlikable, and while performance actually delivers and embodies the character with his usual intensity, he makes it really hard to root for him in the story.
Not a great plan.
The pacing drags, the COVID backdrop feels shoehorned in, and the stars of the supporting cast with Emma Stone, Pedro Pascal and Austin Butler all feel underused. I respect Aster for stepping outside his horror comfort zone, but the film never really finds its footing. It's ambitious, but it left me wishing for something tighter, riskier and honestly less boring.
That was impressively cunty.
In 2nd place is Beau Is Afraid. My relationship with this movie is complicated. On first watch, I hated it. I thought it was overlong, self-indulgent and exhausting. But after revisiting it, I surprisingly enjoyed it a lot more for what it is.
A bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
It's a surreal odyssey about anxiety, guilt and overbearingly parental relationships, blending comedy, horror and absurdist fantasy. Joaquin Phoenix delivers a brilliant neurotic performance as Beau, and Patti LuPone steals the show as his dominating mother. What stands out the most to me is the imagination on display. From the animation sequences to the practical set pieces, it's bursting with ideas. Yes, it's messy. Yes, it's too long. And yes, it's not for everybody. But in a way, that's what makes it special. It feels like Aster's channeling inner David Lynch and Terry Gilliam, creating something so unique that you can't ignore it. Love it or hate it, you'll definitely remember it. Before I reveal my number 1 pick, I just want to remind you guys to hit that like button, subscribe to Fright Night Flix and follow us on social media so you don't miss a single scare. Have you seen any of Ari Aster's films? Have you seen all 4 of them? How would you rank them? Please let me know in the comments down below and check out my 4 reviews on each one here on the channel. Now, back to the video.
Finally.
And taking the top spot as my favourite Ari Aster film is Midsommar. Aster's sophomore effort and in my opinion his most effective film. On the surface, it's a breakup movie. A story about grief, trauma and toxic relationships, but told through the lens of folk horror. Florence Pugh delivers a career-defining performance as Dani, a woman whose personal loss pushes her into a deeply unsettling journey. The bright, sun-drenched visual contrasts beautifully with the nightmarish rituals of the Midsommar festival. From the costumes to the production design, everything is meticulously crafted, and that final shot of Dani's smile, haunting.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
While it starts off slow, the tension gradually builds until the climax hits like a gut punch. For me, this is the film where Aster found the perfect balance between atmosphere, storytelling and emotional weight. In a year full of standout horrors with Us and Get Out also making waves, Midsommar still managed to stand tall, cementing Aster's place as one of the most distinctive voices in modern horror. Thank you for watching. Join me next time when I talk about another movie or do another video. But until then, stay spooky.